The Foster Festival has announced their 10th anniversary season, and joining me in the studio is co-founder Emily Oriold and artistic associate Jamie Williams. Emily, Jamie, cheers to a decade of laughter. Now, Emily, this is all your fault.
It is all my fault. You're absolutely right. And I can't believe we're already in our 10th season. It feels like yesterday I was writing to Norm, just a dear Mr. Foster, you have no idea who I am, but I think that we should have a festival that celebrates your work. And we made it happen. And our very first season was in 2016 at the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre. And now here we are for our 10th anniversary.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
I mean
you.
that sincerely. Can you kind of sum up the past 9 years and how the festival has grown?
Absolutely. The festival was embraced so welcomingly by the community in St. Catharines when we came here, and we were building up our audience and growing the festival right up to 2019, and we were performing at the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre at that time with all of our shows in the summer months. We would do 3 shows of Norm's in the summer, and then the pandemic hit, and so we had to change things up a little bit. We toured shows at golf courses across Niagara. We went to the historical Fort George. We were at Balls Falls in a barn. We were at the museum doing a show there. And we were lucky enough, though, at the time, after moving around, it was like site-specific theater, very immersive during that time. And we were lucky enough in 2023 to land at the Mandeville Theatre at Ridley College. So these last 10 years, we've been all across Niagara, St. Catharines being our home first and foremost. And now we're ready to do this splash of a 10th anniversary season.
And Jamie, you're heavily involved in the 10th season.
I am.
Coming up next week, we have something special that you worked on. Can you tell me about it?
A Niagara Christmas Carol. We came up with this idea right around the time we started hearing about the 200th anniversary of the Welland Canal. So it was an important date for this area, and we were looking at producing a holiday show, but we're a theatre that develops and fosters Canadian plays, produces Canadian plays exclusively. But we thought this was a way of bringing Christmas Carol around to a local perspective. So what I've done is I've adapted Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol and set it in 1840, right at the time Christmas Carol was written, and set it in St. Catharines in the Niagara region, right around a rather tumultuous period in the history of the Welland Canal. And we're really excited about it. And December 6th, 7th, and 8th, we're going to do public readings of the adaptation as it stands now, in anticipation of a full production in December 2025.
Yes, and it's a staged reading, which is a little different than some people are used to. Normally, actors would stand at a music stand and just read the play, but this has some staged scenes, some Christmas carols are being sung, some sound cues, some set pieces, costume pieces, so we hope people will come out because they're a part of the development process with us.
Well, I really wanted to try out for the Ghost of Christmas Past, but I just couldn't do it. But now, Emily, this kind of kicks off the 10th season. What do you have in store the rest of the year? I know there's a lot, but...
There is a lot. We're reaching deep into the community this year. We're doing a few community shows as well as our main stage shows. We have, for the main stage, we have 2 Norm Foster plays, greatest hits. We're opening with On a First Name Basis, which Jamie and I are starring in. It's also the first play that we did at the festival in 2016, so it's full circle. And then it'll be Screwball Comedy, which we did in 2017. And our little mascot, Lucky, that we have around, he stars in that show as well. So we hope people will enjoy that.
He's definitely a draw.
He is a draw, yeah.
I'm telling you.
And then we have a world premiere by another Canadian playwright, Steve Ross. Many people will know him. He grew up in Beamsville, went to Brock University, but is a star of the Stratford stage. He just started 2 big shows at Stratford this year. So we have his play, Mechanically Inclined, and then Jamie's play, A Niagara Christmas Carol, the full production in the holiday season. But starting off in February, we have a wonderful Valentine's Day event. It's a bit of a fundraiser for the festival at Vineland Estates Winery. And we have 3 couples reading Love Letters, which is a play about 2 pen pals who sort of have a love affair. It's unrequited. They never get together, but they write to each other together over this span of decades. And we have 2 actors reading these letters. And the couples we have with us this year are Mayor Matt Cisco with Ruth Unrau. We have MPP Jenny Stevens reading with Deputy Mayor Bill Phillips. And we have CEO Colleen Smith of the Performing Arts Center reading with MP Chris Biddle. So we hope people will come and check that out and support the Foster Festival. And then from there we have our Fostered Playwrights Festival, because we foster new Canadian work. We have Bedtime Stories, which is the community theater show in the spring. And then in October we have Jamie and I doing another Norm Foster together called Stakeout. It's a new one-act, so it's a full season, and we really hope people will check it out.
Excellent. Jamie, what's it like working with Emily?
Well, I'm not sure I should say this in front of the cameras. It's been fantastic over the last couple of seasons. It's been a real opportunity for me to learn an aspect of theater that heretofore I have not experienced, and that's producing. You know, I've been fortunate enough to perform over the last 3 decades, and I've been writing and directing more recently. But being able to be part of the big picture, you know, it really has shown me how much I took for granted. Particularly when I was a performer, but there's a real satisfaction that comes from being able to, you know, from square one, see a full production mounted on the stage in front of a local audience. I've experienced more prideful moments over the last couple of seasons than I have my whole career. It's been a real treat.
Excellent. And acting and theater runs in the family, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's true. There's a beautiful woman standing up in the photo behind us. I got to direct my wife, Melanie Jansen, in Wits End, which that photo is taken from last summer. It was a wonderful experience, and she's got really all the talent in the family. And then my daughter, and then I just kind of, you know, orbit around the 2 of them.
I know what that's like, Jamie. I know what that's like. Now, Emily, what are you looking forward to most in the upcoming 10th season?
I'm really looking forward to a wonderful celebration of Canadian theatre in our community. And when people come out to see the show and buy a ticket, they're not just buying a ticket to see a show. They're supporting the community in a major way. In Ontario, the economic impact of the arts alone is $27 billion a year, which outstrips, you know, gas and mining and agriculture and fishery all combined. And so it's important to support your local theatre. And we alone contribute $3 million every year to St. Catharines alone, and so we really hope people will come out. It's for the well-being of the community, the mental health, and truly allows our community to take pride in what we do and what they have in their backyard. So we really hope people will come out and visit fosterfestival.com to find out more. And the best part is the price you see is the price you pay.
Well, I can't think of a better Christmas gift than the subscription to the
Yes.
2025,
Yes.
the 10th anniversary. Jamie, Emily, thanks for being here, and good luck next year.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Mark.
much, Mark.